Hello everyone and welcome back to the part 4 of my tutorial series where we are trying to learn how to build the AI agent. Before continuing this video, I would highly recommend you to watch my part 1, 2 and 3 because most of the code which we have written in those sessions, we are going to reuse that code in today's part. So far, we have built a simple AI agent where we have multiple tools where we can pass on some tasks and then this AI agent decide which tool to be called to just complete the given task. Okay. Now as I mentioned in the beginning in my part 1 that we are going to use a real-time project. So I just picked up daily stand-up reporting without any manual intervention. So if you are working in any software development project, you know that in agile methodology, we have to have a daily stand-up where we share our status, what all tasks we have completed, what all tasks are in progress, and what kind of blocker we are facing and what kind of help we need. So this AI agent is actually going to help to automate the end-to-end process so we don't have to have any kind of manual intervention when we are going to just present our status into the daily stand-up. An entire team can use this, and if there is any point of conflict, then only we need to have a discussion to just try to figure it out why that conflict is there. So that's the only manual intervention we will be needing in a real time, right? So let's get into the demo part and see how we can build daily stand-up reporting AI agent. Okay, so before we actually go into that, let's quickly see. Okay, so we have few code files which we have built in our last session third AI agents with tools and memory. And let's quickly push this to the main branch. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, let's quickly create inside this another directory called daily standard agent. Okay, cool. Now, so what we have to do, we have to build our new AI agent. So I can simply say daily standard generator. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to use all the codes which we have written in the previous section, but let me just copy paste a very high level understanding about, this daily stand-up reporter, right? Okay, so this is what, it's gonna do, what precisely we need, right? So our use case is daily stand-up generation, okay? What exactly it needs? It needs to read your work log, what kind of work you have planned for today. Save the stand up, right? Whatever, the work you have completed, we have to save that in, on, it could be on your local machine, it could be on your Google Share Drive, it can be, S3 bucket based on whatever, the mechanism your company is using to just share that, right? Then we have a list of stand-ups. Basically, we just wanted to list what kind of stand-ups we have attended so far. Then we have a get current time and then the same loop pattern which we have just built so far. So the only two folder which we will be needing is the stand-up and the work logs for now. But let's quickly start building the code. As we know what we do, we always, start with the input, right? So these are the three import which we have been doing. Chat-ollama just to interact with the locally running LLMs. Then we have our tools which we will be using to just bind the tool and decorating our methods. Two more library which we will be needing in this, and those are operating system OS, and where we will be using this OS module to just interact with the libraries, and the date time through which we will be using timestamp, right? So these are the imports we need. Now we need to ensure that whatever the folders we need, worklog and standup, whether those are existing or not. So here we are just checking whether it's exist or not. So here we are using os.makedir. dir is what it does. It just check whether the worklog exists or not. If it is not, then it is going to create. Okay. Now, the next part is the tool section. As I mentioned, what kind of tool we need? We need three tools. get current time, read work log, save stand up and list the standards, right? So I have already written those methods and I can quickly walk you through with the code, which is very straightforward. Get current code, we know that. And then we have this decorator, which actually help Langchain to convert this method into the JSON object, which can be integrated with the system message, when we are going to interact with the LLM or going to invoke the method, right? Then we have a read work log. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, the most important part is doc string. Whenever you are writing any method which you're going to use as a tool, you have to make sure that your doc string is completely in line with the logic what you have, right? So here we are just taking date as a input, right? And output is going to be a string. So here what it says, read today's, raw work notes from the work log folder, right? And then input is this one in this format, output the raw notes text, right? Helpful message if not found, right? So this is what the input and output and what kind of parameters you need to pass it, right? The logic is very simple. It's just checking for the date. If it is not, right, if you haven't passed anything, if it is empty, then it is going to just initialize with the current time. At that point of time, you are just executing this. The file path is same. Under the work logs, you are just using a date. You can use a date timestamp, but just to make it simple, we are using a date only for now, right, which is actually a date time in this format, right? Okay, now it just check whether this file path exists or not, right? So it's very simple coding standards. We should be worried. We should not be worried about that. Now we are just reading, that work log. Okay, if not the content, then it's just checking whether it's empty or not, right? Because we need some work log to create the status, right? So if there is no work log, what does it mean? It means there is nothing to be shared, right? Because we haven't planned anything. Next is the save stand up. It's pretty much same. We are just opening up a file, assigning a file, and just writing up the stand up. And when we were going to run it, we will see in this action. Stand up means, what it is doing. Again, it is just sorting all kind of stand ups, what we are going to generate. And once we just start demoing it, then you will understand in a more precise way. Right. So what it is doing, it's just listing out all the text file, all the stand-ups, which we have generated with this, and it will list that down, and then it will just shorting it out and it will just show us on the prompt, right? So these are the 4 tools which we need for now. Okay. What is the next thing? Next thing is we have to set up a agent, right? And that is what we have been doing so far, right? But this time, the only difference you will find is it's related to the system prompt, right? Because here you have to set the proper persona for your large language model. So if you just look at what I'm saying, you are a daily stand-up reporter assistant, and whatever the meaningful information you can put, your job is to help engineer generate clear professional stand-up reports from their raw work notes. A stand-up report has 3 sections: done, in progress, and blocker, and you can keep adding more section if you want to, right? Workflow when asked to generate. So these, what exactly the workflow should look like, right? So actually we are just trying to control, the LLM interaction somehow, so that we can always get a deterministic, output, right? Always be concise and professional, use tool when needed, right? And then we have just used this system prompt to just generate a system message, right? This is the standard way we have been doing so far, right? We created all the tools. We have 4 tools. We have just created a list of the methods name. Then we just use the tools by name, define a LLM object, bind the tools, and now we have a system message as well. Now, what is the next thing? We just always have this agent loop, right? So now we can quickly add the agent loop. Again, since we are just maintaining the memory in the Python simple, list. So that's the reason message list, we are appending human message, and human message is a user inputs the same logic what we had in a previous part, where we are asking user to provide what kind of task you want me to perform, and then it is keep appending. And that is how it's a pretty much same logic what we had used or what we have built so far in last 3 sessions. The next part is just a main logic where we are going to call this loop. So now we are defining a main function. Okay, so let me just say, okay, so here it's pretty much same. The only difference would be the print statement, because we just wanted to help user what kind of action you should be taking based on the prompt which we have decided, right? Now the other thing is, here we are setting a time, path, and then we are having this sample path, right? So here, if you just see, this is just giving you the sense like how you should be, what should be, the content, what should be the format, which you want to, which we want to, put the work log, like what all things you have done, what all things you have not yet completed, right? So don't worry about all these things. You will just get to know once we just start running this AI agent. Again, this is an infinite loop, right? And it's just keep checking the user input, and then, it's here we have just extended to quit from exit and queue as well. And then it's the same thing, right? So now we are all set to run this, except the only thing which we need to do now is we have to run Ollama run when 3.590p. Okay. And let's just quickly run the code. Lab, AI agent. Oh, cool, cool, cool. So now you can see the print statement where what I was talking about. These are the actions which you can take, generate my stand-up for today. So there is no folder yet, no read, no work log, no summary, no stand-up, right? Since just the moment we started, for the first time, it just created a sample work, and that is where, this logic comes into the picture, where we just mention it's checking whether those logs are there or not, right? So we can quickly see this is the same thing, which you can see on our code over here for the first time when there is nothing. This is, the first time when it is. So it can see it is checking whether this exists or not. Since for today there is nothing, so that's the reason it just went into this if condition, and it just created this for us, right? And it's the same content what we can see over here, right? It is just helping us to run this AI agent to just check whether it's working correctly or not. So now we have a work log basically, which has, what we had done today. Okay, so right now it's manual, but in upcoming section, we will just keep adding more intelligence to our daily stand-up. The very first thing which we're gonna do is we know that we are using a Jira kind of tool to track all the progress which we are making, right? So now in the next section, in the next part, we're gonna integrate the Jira, so that whatever you are seeing here, where we have to manually, enter our work, what we had done today, it would be fetched from the Jira directly, and we will be integrating a GitLab as well, because whenever we do something and the code, they will be always pushed to the GitLab, and that's another integration which we have to do to make this AI agent more intelligent and ready for the real-time issues, right? So now we have a work log created. We can quickly copy this part, and we can simply ask generate my stand up for today, and let's see what it is going to do for us. Okay, if it has any problem. Tools, we can quickly see the past individual. Oh, so again, we are running into the same issue what we just faced in a last session, I guess, when we were just trying to write something. So the only thing which we have to do is wherever we have, so what it is trying to do basically, if you just see on line number 89, right? So we can quickly come here in 89, and here we can quickly add coding, because by default we have 8. Okay, I hope this should fix this issue, and we can quickly run one more time. And here we see the last time since this for today, basically, this folder exists. Now we are not seeing the same output what we had seen when we ran for the first time, right? Okay, so now we can quickly ask generate my stand up for today. And we can just quickly see in a task manager for the GPU. Here we can see the utilization has reached to 7.3, which is close to 90%. Its utilization, it's 80%, where we can see the GPU, okay, memory at the GPU. So it's still working. Come on here. Now we can see the progress. First, it just, get the current time, then it just read the work log, right? Then it's just saving the stand up. We were facing an encoding issue and now that is done. Summary is implemented user authentication API endpoint. We can quickly see our work log. So what all things we have done today, right? So we have finished implementing user authentication for API endpoint, fixed bug in a payment processing module, reviewed this PR, stated working on dashboard performance, row query identified, started, so it means it's in progress. Blocker, waiting for the design team to finalize the new dashboard, and then we have a plan for a tomorrow, continue dashboard optimization and team sync at the 10 a.m. So this is what we had done today, and based on this AI agent is actually created our stand-up report, and that stand-up report is inside this stand-up. Now we can see there are two, right? So we can quickly check the stand-up report done, implemented our user authentication API endpoint, fixed null pointer, reviewed this. Okay, these are the three things which we had completed today based on the work log. In progress, dashboard performance optimization, which is correctly captured, and then this is the blocker waiting for a design team to finalize new dashboard. The only thing which is missing is the plan for tomorrow, right? So for that, what we can do is we can quickly change here, right, our system prompt, right? In system prompt, what we had said, we want this blocker, but we haven't said, okay, what we want. So plan for tomorrow, we can use this icon, right? We can simply say plan for tomorrow. Okay. Cool. Oh, okay. So now we can quickly quit and we can quickly rerun this. Okay, and then we can quickly see if get that. So that is how we can control, right? Workflow when asked to generate this stand-up, probably we should have added something over here, but let's see what happens if it is not worked on. This is how you have to just think about it, how, you can make your prompt more intelligent so that AI agent can do what precisely you want it to do, right? I hope this is making sense and you are enjoying this. Let's quickly come here. Okay, utilization is 45.4%. It means that task has been completed now. We can quickly come down here, plan for tomorrow. Let's quickly see our latest work, right? So now we can see team sync at 10 a.m. plan for tomorrow, right? So now this looks good. All we need to do is to just change, the little bit of prompt, what exactly the additional information we wanted to add over here, and then it does its own magic. So that's the reason these AI agents are very, very powerful. In the next video, we are going to integrate the Jira or GitLab. That's completely depends, what kind of information I can easily get for the Jira, because I have to set up a Jira and I have to get the webhook URL so that I can use that. And along with that, we have to create some story and all those kind of stuff. Probably GitLab is something which is already, we are using to just push all the tutorials sessions code which we have written so far. So probably first I'll start with the GitLab, but that's completely, a surprise for you whether we are going to integrate the Jira or the GitLab in our next session. So I hope you really enjoy, building this real-time, AI agent which you can use for daily stand-up reporting. Now we have this stand-up created, as I mentioned, two things which we can do: integrate a Jira, integrate a GitLab. The third thing or the fourth thing which we can use, just share this stand-up to either a Slack or a Google chat, whatever the mechanism you are using to just share the status, right? So those are the additional feature which we can put in this AI agent. So I hope you are enjoying this series. If you have any feedback or suggestion, please feel free to put that into the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching this. Stay healthy, keep learning new things, and be curious as much as possible for you.